Everybody do this, do this, do this. Everybody do this just like me. Everybody do this, do this, do this. Everybody do this just like me. Did you catch it? Well done. Hello everybody, I missed you this weekend. Today is Monday the 14th of December and it's a little boy that's got the advent calendar this morning, so that will be safe at school, remember, for your turn. Today we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to have our dot tests, we're going to look at some flashcards, I've got a little visitor, and then we're going to do some drawing and a little bit of writing. Here's my visitor. Look who's here to join me today. He wanted to say hello. You say hello to the children, Tom. Hello. Can you give him a little wave? Okay, well, someone say goodbye to you later on. We've got some work to do. Tom has asked if we could do his favourite song. So I'm going to sing first and then you can join in with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Can you try that with me? He's listening. Hang on a second, they're just about to join in. Nice and loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He's happy now. Well done, everybody. So before we get to work, I just want to update you on the weekend. So I don't know if you've noticed behind me here that my name is back on the green light. So is my brother's and so is Tricky's. We're going to have a fresh start this week. I gave my brother back my toy and he said thank you. He was quite kind about it. Mummy said that I was good for apologising. I've kept my room tidy. I've tried to play. I've still tried to do a bit of work. So hopefully Robin will tell Father Christmas and then hopefully I can get back on the good list. I hope so, fingers crossed. At the weekend, because my brother and I were getting on, he was allowed to have a sleepover in my room and I was telling him all about the E sound and he kept saying to me, E, what can you see? E, what can you see? And he kept using my binoculars, saying, E, what can you see? And I was trying to get to sleep, but he was really making me laugh. Anyway, he kept saying, E, E, E. Now, he kept saying E, and then my parents would come into the bedroom and say, shh. And I thought, actually, E is a digraph, obviously, but they're saying shh to him, so they're saying a digraph as well. So it was like this, E, shh, E, shh. And every time they came into the bedroom, he pretended to be asleep, so he was like this. And they'd go and he'd say, E, 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 like that. So he'd say, E, and then my parents would say, shh. Can you practice those two sounds for me? So if I hold the E sound up, make the E digraph sound. And if I hold shh, you make the shh digraph sound. Are you ready? E, shh, E, shh. When you do the shh sound, can you make a frowny face like my parents did? E, shh, E, shh. Are you ready? Let's play a little game. Don't say the wrong sound. I'm going to try and trick you. Well done, everybody. We're going to have a look at our flashcards, but today they're slightly different. The ones we've got today have got cursive writing on them, which makes it slightly more difficult to recognise, so I'll help you with these. Okay, so we've got two karate letters there. J. G. Z. You're so fast for me today. B. W. K. And O. Well done, everybody. Slightly more difficult to recognise, aren't they? Excellent. Now let's have a look at our dot tests. 5 dots down the side, please. Put me on pause if you need to. The letters we're looking at today have all got something in common, and we'll have a look at how to write them afterwards. Next to dot number 1, please write Great. Next to next to your second dot, please write Don't forget Maisie. If you have, write it again next to it, please. Next to your third dot, please write Your next letter, if I'm going too fast, just pop me on pause. Your next letter is B. 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 Starts that line, goes along, and then reaches for the sky. And your last sound is, it's K, but it's the kicking K, please, the reach for the sky one. That's it, great, let's have a look at those. So the first letter today is R. Let me show you. Start on the line, go along a little bit, climb up a little bit, down the robot, touch the floor, back up and over his arm. Do you remember I said don't draw his arm coming out of the top of his head? And did you notice the robot touched the floor? All of the letters touch the floor today. The next letter is M. Start on the line, go along a little bit, climb up a little bit, down Maisie, touch the floor, over the mountain, over the mountain. If you didn't do Maisie, don't worry, you can have a little practice now. Give those a tick if you got them right. Your next letter is N. Start on the line, go along a little bit, climb up a little bit, down Noddy, touch the floor and over his net. Give him a tick if you got that right. If you look at R, the robot's arm stays up in the air, but Noddy's net touches the floor. The next letter is B, my brother's letter. Start at the line, go along a little bit, reach for the sky, down the laces to the heel touches the floor, back up a little bit, around the toe, and don't forget the skateboard. You can do his face inside if you want to. Oh, I've smudged his face a little bit there. And the last one is K, but the kicking K. Start at the line, go along a little bit, reach for the sky, down the kangaroo to the floor, touch the floor, back up to the middle, around his arms, close the gate and kick his leg out. That's quite a lot to remember, that one. Give yourself a smiley face. Okay, 5 dots again, and we're going to do our numbers. Pop me on pause if you need to get your dots ready. Don't forget to miss a line. Your first number today is 6. Number 6. Your next number is number 10. I'm thinking to myself, are you saying to your mummies and daddies, what does 10 look like? Or have you remembered? I'll give you a clue. There's a crack in an egg. Okay, the next dots, you've got 6 and 10. The next one is 14. 14. Your next one is 17. And your last number is number 8. Number 8. That's probably the most difficult one to write. Good job, everybody. Let's have a look at those. So today's numbers, the first number was number 6. 6, 6 up to his tricks. So start at the top, go round, curl there, and he sits his bottom on the line, doesn't he? If you struggle with that or you forget to write it the right way round, just put a dot at the top and a dot to the side, and it will guide you and show you which way round to go. Well done. Give that a tick. Your next number was number 10. 10, 10. Here we go again. The snake and the snake egg. There's my little cracks. Give that a tick. Your next number was something to use your ears with. Number 14. You can hear it, can't you? 14. A 1 and a 4. 14, a 1 and a 4, and the 1 goes first. Give that a tick. The next one was one to listen to as well, number 17. A 1 and a 7. Make sure you do it the right way round. If you haven't, you can just use your dots to guide you. And give it a tick. Have another little practice if you got it wrong, but please don't worry. And your last number is the one that I always get really stuck with. It's number 8. When I was little, I used to just draw a snowman. I used to draw a little circle and then a big circle underneath. But to use the right formation, you have to go round, a bit like the S, and then cross over and join at the top. Give that a tick. If you struggle with number 8, don't worry. You can draw 2 dots. In the middle, you can draw a cross, and then follow it round. Draw an S and do not wait. That's the way we make an 8. Then you must close the gate at the top. Give that a tick. Excellent. You're working so hard, everybody. I'm going to put a cube in the party pot right now. Here we go. Pop a blue one in the top there. Can I get the lid on? Yes, I can still get the lid on, but we're nearly there, everyone. We're going to do something slightly different now, and you'll need to get a few bits and pieces. So I'll tell you what those are, and then you can put me on pause while you go and get them. So you need a pencil. That can be any colour you like, any colour at all. And you need 3 felt tips. I've got black, brown and red. What I need you to get next are 2 circles to draw around. I've got the inside of some sellotape there. I'm going to draw around that on my paper in a minute. And I've got the bottom of this glass there because it is a little bit smaller. I need 1 big circle and 1 small circle to draw around. You might not be allowed to have a glass. If you ask your parents, they might be able to help you find 2 circles to draw around. Pop me on pause. All ready to go? Got your bits and pieces? You'll need a piece of paper to draw on. Let's take a look. So first of all, I'm going to draw inside of my bigger circle. Make sure you leave yourself a bit of space at the bottom. I might need to move that up a little bit. So I'm going to draw my circle in the middle there. You may need an adult to hold it still for you, give you a little bit of help, or maybe a brother and sister if they're big enough. Probably not a pet. I don't think they'd be able to help, do you? So there's my bigger circle, and I've got my glass for my smaller circle. I'm not going to put it on top as if I'm going to make a snowman. I'm going to put it just at the side here. I've just joined my 2 circles. I'm going to draw around the smaller circle. It's really hard to draw and keep your circle still, isn't it? Okay, there are my 2 circles. And then on this top circle, I'm going to give my top circle a beak. Any ideas that we're going to draw? If you've got it, we're going to draw Robin. So we've got Robin's head and his body. Now we're going to join some bits. We're going to join this bit here and just draw a little line down to his belly. When you're playing this back to yourselves later to draw, you can just press pause to catch up. Then we're going to join this bit here to his back. Okay, and then his tail is going to come out
the end here. It's quite a long tail. So it's like a long triangle shape there. Then he needs some legs. Here are his legs. And another one behind there. Done two at the front. And one at the back, can you see? Let's make them a little bit sharper. Okay, now he needs a wing. And a little eye. Now what I'm going to do is get my black pen. I'm going to go around the edge, but I'm not going to draw these bits here because I'm going to go over those brown in a little while. So I'm going to go from his back all around the outside, over his back, around his head, down to his belly and his tail. I'm going to draw his beak. Remember, I'm not going to draw around these circles. If you have, it doesn't matter. Then his wing, his little eyeball, and I'm going to draw his legs in the black as well. Make them a little bit pointy there. Okay, one thing I am going to do with the black pen is I'm going to draw a shape around his face, around his eyes, and down the front there. And I'm just going to make that a little bit fluffy and feathery. I'm going to do one little bit here for his belly because his belly's white here. This is my robin. Actually, it's the 10th robin I've drawn today because I started off and I was really having a lot of trouble, so I've had to draw a few of them. So practice makes perfect, doesn't it? What we're going to do now is I'm going to label my robin. I think he'd really like it if I could label his picture. I'm going to use this sound card to help me. To label him, I need to point little arrows to tell him what I'm going to label. So I've drawn an arrow to point to his face here and underneath because it's red. So I need to write red. Okay, what's the first sound you can hear in red? Red. Red. Thank you. I'll look at my sound card. And I can see, where is it? Can you point to it for me? Ah, there it is. Okay, I know how to write it now. Can you see me there? I say start on the line, but I haven't got any lines on my paper. But I'm going to start on the paper and go along a little bit. Start on the paper, go along a little bit, climb up, down the robot and over his arm. We have practice at that, writing that earlier, didn't we? Okay, so the word I want to write is red. Let's use our robot arms. Hey, that's a robot for and we're going to use our robot arms. Are you ready? Red. Red. So the middle sound, red. Pardon? Try again. Well done. Which one's that? Can you point to it for me? Ah, found it. Who won? Do you think I found it first or you? So that's a karate letter. So Start on the line, go along a little bit. Hiya! Up, back, cut the egg off. Okay, red. D, d. It's d, d, d. Should we try it together? I'll put my pen down in case I draw on my face. Red. D. Red. Use your sound buttons. Get ready to point. D. Red. Well done. Well, that's my letter. D. Can you find it on here? At the top, there are rainbow pictures at the back, so we know D is a rainbow letter. Where is it? Who can get it first? Oh, you've beaten me. There it is. Well done, you were much quicker that time, everybody. Red. Start on a line, go along a little bit. Somewhere over the rainbow. Stop. Back. Around the dinosaur's bottom, up his long neck, and down to his feet. Red. 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 Fantastic. Now I want to label his leg. I'm going to use my brown pen to draw my arrow. You see the point at the end. I'm going to write the word leg here because it's pointing to his leg. Okay, what's the first sound you can hear in leg? Leg. 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 Okay, can you see it on the sound card? Will you point to it before me? Oh, there it is. And I can see that it's got a blue background because it's a reach for the sky letter. There it is. Okay. Start on the line, go along a little bit, reach for the sky, down the long leg. Oh, this sound is for leg as well, isn't it? Down the long leg and draw the foot. There it is, it's a reach for the sky. Make sure you draw yours nice and high. If you want to, you can have a practice of writing these, perhaps on your whiteboard in your book while we're going along if you want to. Leg. Put my pen down. Leg. Robot arms. Leg. Again. Egg. Start on the line. Go along a little bit. Hiya. Up, back. Cut the egg off. Is that right? Is that it? Leg. Oh, I can hear a sound at the end. What's the very last sound you can hear? Listen to me. I'm going to say it. See if you can hear the last sound. I'm going to start here, and this is going to be my last sound. So I'm going to have here. Leg. Leg. What's that last sound you can hear? Leg. G. You're so helpful, guys. Leg. G is over the rainbow, so I know it's at the top. Tell me when to stop. Ding! Thank you very much. Leg. I need to give the girl a curl. Leg. Start on the line, go along a little bit. Somewhere over the rainbow. Stop. Back. Around the girl's head. Down her long hair. Straight down, remember. Give her a curl. Leg. Let's do our sound dots underneath while we read it. Leg. Egg. Leg. Well done. That's amazing. I've got a challenge now. I'm going to write Robin. But before I write it, I just want to practice on my soundboard. Wait right there. Here's my soundboard. You can join in with me at home if you've got some magnetic letters. You can ask your parents to help you pick out these letters, or you could go and get 5 little pieces of paper, draw these sounds on them, and mix them up, and then we can spell the name Robin together. I think you'd be very pleased with us then. If you want to do that, press pause. If not, keep watching. What is the first sound you can hear in Robin's name? Robin. Robin. So I need to find Tell me when to stop. Oh, you're so loud. Okay, so I'm going to put him up here. Robin, it's quite a long name. Rob-in. Rob-in. Can you say that? Rob-in. Rob-in. Let's try the first half of his name first. Rob. oh, oh. Tell me when to stop. Don't you shout. Stop shouting! Okay, oh, let's move. Oh, Robin. Oh. Is his name Ro? No, it's Rob. 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 B. Which one's B? Can you tell when to stop? Stop shouting! You're making me jump. You said this one. B. Rob. B. Rob. His name's not Rob, is it? We can't call him Rob. His name's Robin. In. Can you use your robot arms to sound out in for me? I'm going to listen. I. Yeah. And this must be the next one. Okay, let's sound those out. Keep still letters. Robin. Rob. 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 In. Rob. In. Robin. I think we're ready to write it. So I can draw my arrow anywhere now because all of him is Robin, isn't it? But I've got lots of room up here, so that's where I'll do my writing, I think. Robin. I can hold that there and I can copy my letters, but I'm going to make sure that I write mine in cursive writing. So, O, start at the line, go along a little bit. Somewhere over the rainbow, stop, back, around the orange and draw the hair. So I've done these two. What's next? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, B. My brother's sound. Start at the line, go along a little bit, reach for the sky, down the laces to the heel, back up, around the toe, don't forget the skateboard. This is a lot to write on this name, isn't it? So I've done Rob, in, I, and Rob, Rob, in, Rob, in. I think he's going to love our work today. I think that maybe you could do the same. Now, sometimes writing is very, very difficult. If you want to make it easier, instead of writing a whole word, what you could do is label the initial sound, so the first sound. So if you wanted to label wing, but you didn't want to write, wing because it's quite difficult, you could just do the first letter you can hear. Wing, wing, w, wing, w, wing, w. And then maybe Robin could finish wing off for you. Maybe it's like a clue game. If I wanted to label his head, what's the first sound you hear in head? Head, head. Forehead. Maybe you could do it like this. If you find that too easy and you want to make it more difficult, and you can write the words, and you still want to make it more difficult, maybe you could write Robin a message. Something like, it is Robin, or Robin is red. It's completely up to you, but I think he'll really, really like it. I haven't seen him anywhere today. I haven't even got any pictures from your houses. I haven't got any pictures of anybody in our class, but I have got one little picture of what he's been up to this weekend. And there he is, in one of your gardens. He's been so busy eating, he's forgotten to visit us. I want you to really try today. If you try, I'm definitely going to give you 2 cubes in your party pot tomorrow, because this work isn't easy. You may need to ask an adult to help you. And remember, if you can't do it, it's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter. But what's the most important thing is that the most important thing is that you try. I'll just go and get Tom now to say goodbye. Try really hard with your work. Keep an eye out for Robin. He may be in your gardens. Say goodbye to Tom. and I shall see you tomorrow. So say goodbye. Bye. Bye, guys.